It's the boys and the Niners under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Santa Clara. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last two seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his third season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league.
And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll tuck it and take off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run with Dowdle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll give it to Elliott. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, The defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Elliott. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Back to throw is Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And a He'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards there, and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers extend their advantage to 14-3. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Ho-ho! Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Throwing is Purdy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of Ronnie Bell. Throwing again is Purdy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Third down, Purdy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. Going to try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll bring this to about the 25. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Dak. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
First and 10. On the ground, it's Elliott. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Dowdle. There he goes, inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are back within 4. It is 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Purdy. He finds Bell. That's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's complete to Mason. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down. 3 to go. To the air again. Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On the give, it's Elliott. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Prescott now. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 49ers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll throw again with Purdy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Purdy going to put it up again. A short one there, caught by Kittle. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll check this down to the running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he will score again. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run with Dowdle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Has completed right side to Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Now Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly...
And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the 3rd quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Samuel going to see what he can do. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground is Mason. Yeah! Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Third down. Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. It's Samuel on the screen. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On second down, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll stick to the ground. He gets free. The speed on display. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play action. Here's the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up, you know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll motion over Samuel. On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Down inside the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up second and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will score. Game on. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Throwing is Purdy. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
So 2 minutes left to play. in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Dowdle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. That's Tolbert. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.